Week 6 of the college football season is upon us. No dilly-dallying. Let's get straight to my picks. We're going to start off with a Friday night matchup. Michigan State taking on Oregon. Oregon is massive favorites in this game. Currently 23.5. I've seen the number even go up to 24 on some books. Oregon's a great team, don't get me wrong. I understand why Oregon is this big of a favorite, especially at home against a Michigan State team that's got to go to Oregon, which is a tough travel in and of itself. With that being said, I'm taking Michigan State plus the points. It's too many points. Oregon's a good team. I get it. But they are not good enough to beat Michigan State by 24 or more. It's too much. It's way too much, especially for a night game. I don't necessarily expect this game to be a blowout with a Michigan State backdoor cover. I expect this game to be a close one. It's going to be close all the way through. And even if Michigan State ends up losing by 2 touchdowns, fuck it. I don't even give a fuck because they covered the spread. Nothing more to talk about here, right? Oregon's decent. Michigan State is meh. But guess what? 24 points is too many points. My official pick is Michigan State plus 23.5. Buy it up to plus 24 if you feel comfortable. But I do have Oregon money line, so Oregon to win, Michigan State to cover. Let's move on to the next game. Missouri versus Texas A&M. What a weird game. The current spread is minus 2.5 in favor of Texas A&M. Texas A&M is the favorite in this game. My logic, or at least what I expect Vegas' logic to be in this game, is that Texas A&M is simply favored because of the home field advantage. That's it, right? If this was played on a neutral site, this game would be a pick'em. It is a trap spread. I already know, without even looking at the splits, that everybody and their mother is going to be on Missouri. But you know what? I don't give a fuck. I'm going with Missouri as well. This Missouri offense is really good. And I know they damn near got fraud checked by BC. Yeah. They're a good team. They really are. I was about to say they're a good school, but they're not a good fucking school. They're a good team. The offense is clicking really well. This fucking Luther kid is a beast. Coaching is not bad, and the quarterback can get the ball out of his hands, which, right, that's all you fucking need with a quarterback. Missouri has the better team, no question about it. Texas A&M's not horrible, right? Their only loss this year was to Notre Dame in the beginning of the season. They've looked great ever since. I can't take too much away from Texas A&M, especially because you guys know I kind of fuck with Texas A&M. I'm taking Missouri here. I'm going to fall into the trap. I don't care. Missouri's a better school. The better team. I need to stop saying better school. They have much better offense, and I think the defenses are equal to each other. I don't see why Texas A&M is favored in this game unless Vegas has a complete read on this, and I don't think they do. I think they don't know as much about this game as I do. I'm taking Missouri plus 2.5 and money line. I may, depending on where the line is sitting on Saturday, I may buy this number up to 3 just to give myself a little bit more comfort. If Missouri ends up losing by like a game-winning field goal or some shit, I'll push instead of lose. I think it's a safer play. I think Missouri's the better team. I'm taking Missouri plus 2.5. I'm taking Missouri straight up. Next game. Auburn versus Georgia. This one I'm going to keep short, simple, and sweet. Georgia is really fucking good, and Auburn is really fucking bad. I don't give a fuck what the spread is. Georgia's going to fucking steamroll these bums. 22. Currently 22-point favorites. And I'm laying all 22 points. I'm laying the 22. Georgia is going to destroy Auburn. Destroy them after the embarrassment that they faced against Alabama last week. They have to bounce back, and they have to bounce back strong. There's no upside for Auburn. They've already lost 3 games. Their season is all but over. Kiss it goodnight. And they have a tough schedule ahead of them, so it's even more over. Georgia is going to destroy Auburn. Give me Georgia straight up. Give me Georgia laying the points, minus 22, minus 23, minus 24. I don't give a fuck what the number is. I'm taking Georgia all day long. Next game. Iowa versus Ohio State. Now this one is a juicy one. Iowa has looked pretty good this year. Like pretty good. And more importantly, that for the first time in forever, the Iowa offense is playing well. Ohio State is doing its thing. They're 4-0, but this is their first real challenge. This is the first time we actually get to see Ohio State go up against a team that's semi-competent and semi-decent. I want to see what goes on here. With that being said, Ohio State will win this game, but they will not cover. Iowa is going to give them a tough time. Unless Ohio State is able to completely shut down Iowa's running game, then that's the only way they cover. If Iowa gets its running game going, which opens up its passing game, it's going to be a long day for Ohio State. If they think they're going to walk in and win this game easily, fuck no. Fuck no. Iowa is a good team who's going to put up a good fight against this Ohio State team, which, in my opinion, is kind of overrated. Now, Ohio State has a very difficult game next week. We'll get to that next week. But for now, Iowa is going to cover the spread. Iowa, unfortunately, will lose to Ohio State. But this will be the beginning of the fraud check for Ohio State. The rest of the fraud check is going to come soon enough. We'll get there when we get there. Final pick, Iowa plus 18 and Ohio State money line. Obviously, don't bet the Ohio State money line. If you're betting it, bet the Iowa spread. I sure as hell am going to bet Iowa spread. This is a game I am for sure betting, no question about it. Ole Miss versus South Carolina. Y'all know how I feel about this South Carolina team. This team is stupidly underrated. People do not understand how good this offense truly is. Ole Miss is great as well. Y'all know I love Ole Miss. And Ole Miss lost badly. Not badly, but they did lose to Kentucky, which is an embarrassment in and of itself. Ole Miss is going to win this game, but they are not covering the spread. No way. In South Carolina, no way. I'm taking them plus 8.5. I've seen this number go up to 9, 9.5, even 10. Look, I don't care what the spread is. I'm taking South Carolina. It's too many points for Ole Miss. Ole Miss is a monster offense. Yes. South Carolina's offense is pretty good. Stop jacking it like Ole Miss is that good and South Carolina are just complete bums. Plus, South Carolina is coming off a bye week, which gave them even more time to prepare for Ole Miss, while Ole Miss is coming off a nasty L to Kentucky. The vibes are very different in these locker rooms. Very different. I am taking South Carolina on the spread. I do think Ole Miss wins this game, but South Carolina will cover. Again, another game I am betting for sure. I love South Carolina in this position. At home, pretty big underdogs. That's where we like them. Ole Miss is going to get tested. Will they be able to pull it out? Yes, Ole Miss will pull it out. But it's not going to be a blowout, and it's going to be a tough one. Give me South Carolina, plus 8.5. Give me Ole Miss money line, but I'm actually betting that South Carolina spread, and I'm betting it heavy. Next game, Rutgers versus Nebraska. I'm going to keep this one simple. Patrick Mahomes Jr. is my guy. I love this Nebraska team. I think they are really good, and I think Rutgers is not that good. That's the reality. I'm going to take Nebraska to win and to cover. Their current 6.5-point favorites. It'll be tough at first, but I think the Patrick Mahomes Jr., Dylan Raiola, whatever you want to call him, he's going to go out there. He's going to cook the Rutgers team. There's nothing more to say for this game. I'm taking Nebraska on the spread. I'm taking Nebraska straight up. Nebraska's a good team. Matt Rule has built a very good program. Very good program. I'm not betting against Nebraska. No way. Y'all know what I got in that game. Next one. Michigan versus Washington. Interesting game. Arguably the battle of the fraud, in which, in reality, it's the rematch of the Natty. That's crazy. The rematch of the Natty. Look, both of these teams are not good. I'll start with Michigan. Michigan has no offense. Besides running the ball, they cannot throw. It's honestly asinine that a fucking team like Michigan, who just won the national championship, cannot throw the ball. Unbelievable. Washington, same thing. right? You lost. Washington, I'll give them a bit of a pass. Both of these teams get a bit of a pass. They lost everything. Coaches, quarterbacks, all the key players, right? Washington lost Rome, Penix, DeBoer. Michigan lost Harbaugh, Corum, McCarthy. I could keep going. They lost a bunch of players. Simply put, in this game, I'm taking Washington because they're at home. And I have no faith in Michigan. I can't bet on the Michigan teams that cannot throw. They can't throw. Why would I bet on a team that cannot throw? Washington at least has somewhat of a competent passing attack. Better than Michigan's, that's for sure. I don't know if I'm going to necessarily bet this game yet. I have to still decide. But as of right now, I'm leaning Washington to cover and to win, even though it's pretty much the same thing. So my official pick for this game is going to be Washington to cover the spread, Washington to win. That's what I got. And for the final game, we got Tennessee versus Arkansas. Probably one of, if not my favorite games this week. Man, oh man. You guys already know how I feel about Tennessee. Tennessee are real contenders. Nico is a beast. The coaching staff has been doing really well. The defense has played unbelievable. Tennessee is a great, great team. And they're going to go very far this season. I really think so. This is not an easy game for them. This game is going to be so difficult for them. Everybody is going to be betting Tennessee. Spread, money line. They're going to be all over Tennessee, thinking shit's easy and sweet against Arkansas. But let me tell y'all something. Arkansas is no fucking joke. They do not play. And more importantly, they play tough. Every week, week in and week out, Arkansas is playing hard as hell, and they're not letting anybody off the hook. That's for sure. Tennessee's not blowing them out. No way. Will Tennessee win this game? Yeah, they probably will. Is it going to be a blowout? Get the fuck out of here. No chance. No chance. Arkansas is covering this goddamn spread. It's currently 13.5. It probably will go up. I mean, if it goes down, then you better bet your life savings on Arkansas. If it goes down, it's all Arkansas. If it goes up, I'm going to bet it at 14. Look, I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm betting Arkansas either way. I don't give a fuck what the spread is going to be. Unless there's a major injury or something big happens in the next day or two, I'm taking Arkansas to cover this goddamn spread. They're not winning this game, but they are going to make it competitive. They're going to keep it close, and they're going to put the pressure on Tennessee. I'm not falling into the Tennessee trap this game. Everybody's going to. Everyone's going to think it's an easy Tennessee win. Let me bet Tennessee, throw them in the par, throw them here, throw them there. I'm not betting Tennessee. I'm taking them on money line, but not on the spread. And on money line, it's probably massive. They're fucking 14-point favorites. Arkansas is covering this goddamn spread. Not much more to say, right? They have a good team. They're going to play well. I don't think they're going to blow a lead this game like they do in most games, simply because they're not going to probably have a lead unless it's like 7-0 in the first quarter. But I think Arkansas has enough talent, enough coaching ability to keep this game where it needs to be. Arkansas will lose, but they will lose within 14 points. I'm taking Arkansas by the spread. This is probably my favorite game of the week, if not one of my favorites. I am betting this for a fact. I love it, I love it, I love it. And I am rocking with my dogs at Arkansas. Give me Arkansas Razorbacks plus 13.5, maybe plus 14, depending on how I'm feeling at night. Those are my predictions for week 6 of the college football season. Stay tuned for more.